I'm John. I don't know really any starting point for karate. I've never fought or done karate before, so Jared's just going to show me some basic moves and just the starting points to start karate.
Okay, first thing you want to learn is like a sparring stance or like a fighting stance. First off, you're going to take your right hand, I'm assuming. You're going to take your left leg, put it up front, your right leg in your back, and obviously you're going to keep your hands up at all times to cover your face.
Like this?
Yeah, like right like that, so you know you can block pretty easily, whatever.
Right.
Okay. First move I'm going to teach you is a high block.
Okay.
Simple, it's just a high block, like right like this. You want to keep, stay in your sparring stance, nice and strong, so you know you're good to go right there.
Nothing can go through that.
Nothing can go through that. Try that a couple times, get that nice and
So
strong.
from your sparring stance?
Just going straight up. Boom, there it is.
And you want your right hand back?
You want your right hand right here, in case you're ever ready to need to punch.
That?
Like that.
One more time?
One more time. Boom.
Go.
Alright, next thing I'm going to teach you from the sparring stance. Be a simple kick. It's a front kick,
Okay.
which means you're gonna bring your back foot up, right like this. You're gonna kick out. You're gonna bring it back in, and bring it back in the back.
Okay.
You're gonna kick with the balls of your feet, and you're gonna explode to the target.
That?
Yeah.
And just keep your hands up.
Just keep your hands up the whole time. Kick, back. There you go. There you go. All right. Last thing we'll teach is that actually how to punch and correctly. So the idea is for an old punch, you think, okay, you just want to punch to here. I mean, technically speaking, you're supposed to aim like past the target where your arm's going to go through your target. So if I was going to punch you, I'm going to put my other arm back here and just punch straight through.
Okay.
And that way you go flying back instead of just a little hit.
Okay. So you want to put your arm...
So that's, yeah, and then explode through.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean the other arm can come back then.
Like that?
When you punch, your other arm can come back.
Oh, okay.
Punch. There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
I like that.
One more time. There you go.
Suck you big bear. Because this was my first time ever attempting karate, it was essential to rely on intrinsic feedback throughout the lesson. Many of the motions and fundamentals associated with karate were not natural for me to begin with, and although my body was not acceptable of the movement, I had to trust Jared in what he was teaching me. Karate relies on all the different body parts working together as one to complete each move, and this was a difficult concept in the beginning stages of the lesson. Intrinsically, the wrong motions felt great, and that was definitely difficult to change. Jared provided terrific augmented feedback, which helped my learning continue. The feedback Jared provided was mostly all positive, and this was very helpful in improving my confidence throughout the session. Learning a new motor skill was always difficult and time-consuming. However, karate was extremely difficult because I'd never performed any of the fundamentals before, and therefore the motions of karate were extremely foreign to me. The blocking and sparring stance were the least difficult, and I achieved those skills quite quickly. However, I had to rely on Jared frequently when performing the punching and kicking aspects. These aspects focused on the timing more so than sheer athleticism, and that definitely threw me off quite a bit. Over time, my skills improved dramatically, and because the body motions were relatively simple, I had no problem performing them by the end of the video. KP and KR played a big role in improving my learning curve. Having the knowledge of my performance and results are essential to this motor skill. Knowledge of performance is a vital aspect because it is important to understand the moves that I am performing and how to perform them correctly. However, more importantly is KR, knowledge of results. This motor skill can become crucial in real-world situations. Fights and attacks on myself are possible, and it is important to understand how to perform the given motion properly for personal protection reasons. Jared was a great teacher. He understood the craft well and was able to explain it briefly and efficiently. I understood all of his feedback as well as his explanations of each move. His augmented feedback was ideal for this lesson, and the positively truly helped increase my confidence over the course of the lesson.